Mathematics. 5 lines and 6 lines and 2 lines. Multiplied by 4 lines. I end up with how many lines between each dot and how many dots to create one area space. That's where I got this idea from. And then there's the equation. 52 dots, 13 lines. The average is 4. The multiplier was 4. And that's what you're... And this is the deck of cards where it comes in at 562. 25 for Earth. 26 or 62 for the Queen. 25 or 52, 77. Energy and Jesus. We'll talk about that later. 562. So what happens is we're going to end up with the first dot. What happens? When we get 2 dots, we can create a line. I always say Earth is the line, Mars is the dot. But in reality, it's B, Venus, is the line. Earth is 3 dots for the third planets, and you end up with 3 dots and 3 lines. A plus B equals C. That's what happens. I've been talking about Earth being only 1 line, and in reality, it's Mars 1 dot and Venus 1 line. But in reality, it's Mercury in the 1 dot. And as you see this progress, you'll see what happens to dots, because eventually that singular dot goes in the area space of what they call the 3 by 3 cubic, and where Earth moves into the center. Over here it becomes disconnected 3 dots. So the question is it 2 dots this way or 2 dots this way, because it's larger this way. So I sort of mix myself up. So if we want to go ahead, the only time we complete our first area, okay, is with the 4th dot, right? No, we complete our second area and our mirror with the last dot. With 3 dots, we drag 1 line. But with the 4th dot, to create the area, we must drag 2 lines. So now I'm going to go into another basic of this. Although the numbers, what is first is not first. Before you come to your complete box, you have done 1, you have done 2. Okay, you have done 3, and then boom, all of a sudden you did 4. So once you did 4, okay, because you have to do 3, and boom, you can get a line. And you get a line on the 3rd dot, and you get a line on the 4th dot, completing the mirror. So here you have 4 dots, you have 1 area space. Here you have 6 dots, and you have 2 area spaces. 1 reverse 6 dots in the cube. Then you go to the C when you finally begin creation. In C, you have 3 area spaces, and you have 8 dots. But getting from this over to this, what had to happen is this happened. Sorry, this happened, and then this happened. It was a half, and then this happened. So it took 2 moves to get from here to here. And then it took 2 more moves to get to here. And then it keeps on going. Here's the, we did the 3, we did the 4, we did 5, 11 dots and 15 lines. Here's 6 boxes. This is going to complete a single window. No, we need 9 to complete a window. And with 9, what's ironic, where do I get 9? Where's my square? Okay, here. We have 9 dots, in which I always seem to represent Earth by, but I'm representing Earth by 9 areas, not 9 dots. Mars 4 windows is 9 dots, 4 areas, and 12 lines. I like to call that, because of the purple ball in pool, how it comes to be, in which you need to create purple by knowing red and blue. So Mars comes in with red, blue. And since there's shades, it always shades off of white. Democrat, Republican, hot and cold, energy and matter. So then we go on to where we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 dots. 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 5, 6, 7 lines. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lines, 5 squares. And then we go to F. 12 dots, 6 areas, 17 lines. Now we get to G. Total here is 41. 4, 8, 12, 14 dots. 4, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 lines, 10, 10. And we're into Uranus on 41. It says home. And then we go to H, where you go 15 dots, 22 lines, and 8 areas, the heavens. And once we complete the 9th area over here, which is pi, everything gets divided. Now, one of two things happen. First of all, the 1 position begins over here. In your telephone, your ATM, on a cube, the center area 5 is over here. Either you connect another, let me see if I get this right. No, that's not the way it is. Hold on a second. My question came to be is, do I take both 9 areas, right? And this 9 area over here goes for this as over here, and you're left with just 2 areas like this. So you actually have 8, 1, 8 and the 4, 1, 4 area. And then when I take the calculator, right, I look at a 1 through 9 is 8, and 3 through to 7 is 4. So I just tried to see if that reality can actually work out in any way, although it's in single area space. And this is the 159 position, but is the center position of a single cube, and so on and so forth. And the next piece is where the triangles come in, and what's there and what's not there. So this is what we have. When we get to a 5-dot center, we actually get to the equation. Okay, actually, let's start here. When we get to this, this is half. So 1, 2, 3 is half. No, it becomes half. So what seems like what is half is actually what is half. But once you do this, it automatically mirrors for an area. And this one is actually 2 areas. 2 quarters and 2 halves. So in the first situation, we have 1 dot center, but the equation is 1, 3, 1. The equation over here becomes 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. This is 1 area box split. Here it is 2 by 2 area box split. In the 3 by 3 area box split, did I get that in this side or did I do it here? We're going to do it over here. The 3 box area split. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In the 3 area box split, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Complete separation. 4 areas connected with 1 area to 3 areas. So it's 3 areas and a connecting box. So this connecting box will connect to these 3 areas. 1, 2, 3. I like to call that the heart. So if we just count what's going on here, this becomes a 1, a 3, a 5, a 7, a 5, a 3, and a 1. We're always talking about 57, 75 being the moon. This is your equation. This is part of your equation into the moon. I think I did it over here. Now when we start counting, okay, area spaces, okay, and not counting the half space, I'm just counting total space. You end up with 1, and then 1 on the other side, and then 2, and then 3. And then you have 3 on the other side, and then 2, and then 1, and then 1, and 2, and 3, and 3, and 2, and 1. And this is your equation. Your equation is 6, 6. What is 4? What is 2? It's 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. That is your equation, but your total dot equation is here to the outside. Now we go to the 4 areas. 1 box, 2, 3, 4 areas. Now in the same equation, okay, depending on which way you want to go around, we can go all the way over to number 8, and then 8 all the way to number 1, 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 1 and 1 is 2, so the gateway would be 2 and 7, but that's discrepancy in discussion, and I'd like to know if it should be done that way. Or can we create a continuation? But if we did it that way, we would have 8 and 8 is 16. We ended up with 7, 5, 3, 1. Let me see this. 7. Hold on a second. 7, 5. All right, these two boxes, 8 and 8 as the 8th box. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the single dot digit count, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. So this is the area we need all the other boxes to go inside of here. So this box would actually be one of them here, 2 of them here, 3 of them here, 4. And we'd continue on to create all these boxes. So how many, let me see, of these singular boxes would we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd end up with a number of 16. There would be 16 of these singular boxes in here and 32 of the half space. Do you understand how the knitting goes? And the reason for the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is you have a dot and then you have 3 dots. The dot to begin, the dot to the end, the dot in the center. You don't have anything in the center till you have 3. Now we go on to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we do this. And 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I got this right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I get this right or did I get something wrong? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 4. No wonder. Okay, so now we have 11. I'm going to have to scratch that out. I'm just going to give you the final dot, that the center one is 11. So what you're going to get is you're going to get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, which becomes 229 your birth in the gate, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. So you have 2. If you add up both ends, you end up with 2, 6, 10. Did I get that right? 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 11. 2 times 9, 2 plus 9 equals 11 and 18. And that would be your equation: 29, 39, 43, 53, and 8, 61. That's that equation. I don't know what it comes to, what the whole scenario is with boxes and stuff, but that's whatever. I'm just trying to create the equation that goes along with it. There's this equation here which creates AC/DC. It'll create the 19th spirit. So if that creates the 19th spirit, it fits in all of this. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 7 and 12. 19 to the left, 19 to the right, and the entire equation addition to the center, or 1 times 3, 1 times 3 times 1 is 3. 1 and 5 equals to the 8 center. 19, 8, 19. The reflection of 19 is 8. So now we have 5 to the center. This would be 19, 5, 19. It's a direct, we don't need to do anything, which will become 1, 5, 1. Matter and energy in Mars. Why do I say that? The equation shows me 19, 1 and 9 equals to 1. So I create 1 and 9 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So it'll be 1, 8. And it'll be showing me the 1.8 void. We don't have to look at that way. We can look at the 5, 4 equaling. We can also say, sorry, this also says ace. This is also where the sun comes in. This is where the moon comes in. The moon is number 57. 3 by 19 equals to 57. Moon time, we have black gold. You ever see this number together, the association of moon? The association of 7 and 4 is Jesus and energy. 77 is matter. 74 is energy. 47 is time. And it is 75, okay, or 7 and 5, that will create the equation that will create 47. So that equation will create 28 and 11 equals to 39. And it's a reflection of angels, 10, creation, birth. I'm not even sure where I should take it. It goes along with anything 10 higher and 10 lower because your base creation is 10. Your black gold, I forget where that comes from. We saw it in the matrix as black gold, and there's an equation that brings both of these together, and black and gold are both valued at 11. Raphael 70